Why Prince Andrew remains in the line of succession despite losing his royal titles. Welcome back, Royal Watchers, to Crown Chronicles, your #1 destination for deep dives, breaking insights, and the real stories behind the palace walls. If you love unraveling the mysteries, scandals, and secrets of royal life, then make sure you hit the subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and join our ever-growing royal family. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Today's story is one that shocks many people, and fascinates even more. How is it possible that Prince Andrew, a man who has lost nearly all his public roles, stepped back from royal duties, and faced unprecedented controversy, is still in the line of succession to the British throne? Yes, despite scandal, fallout, removal of military affiliations, loss of HRH status in official usage, and his dramatic retreat from public life, Prince Andrew remains legally just a heartbeat away from the crown, albeit a very distant heartbeat. Why? How does this work? And what does it reveal about the monarchy, the law, and the future of the royal family? Stay with me, because the answer is more revealing than you think. Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, once a prominent senior royal, has spent years under a cloud of controversy and scrutiny. Public trust plummeted, his reputation took a global hit, and the monarchy itself suffered tremors from the fallout. We watched him lose ceremonial titles, patronages, roles, and the privilege of being addressed as His Royal Highness, in an official capacity. But while his royal life crumbled publicly, one thing remained untouched: his position in the line of succession. Not shifted. Not removed. Not even altered. So today, we're breaking down the exact reasons why, legally, constitutionally, and historically, Prince Andrew keeps his place in succession, even as the rest of his royal world collapses around him. What the line of succession really is. To understand why Andrew remains on the list, we need to understand what the list actually represents. The line of succession isn't a list of who is popular, or favorable, or morally fitting. It's a legally defined order based on ancestry, nothing more, nothing less. It is determined by bloodline, descent from the sovereign, legitimacy, religious restrictions modified in recent years, rules set by parliament, not the monarch. The key thing to remember is this: the monarch cannot personally remove someone from the line of succession. Not even the king. Only parliament can change who is eligible. So even if King Charles wanted to strike Andrew from the list, which we have no evidence he has ever attempted, he legally can't. This alone explains why Andrew is still there. But the reasons go deeper. Losing titles does not equal losing lineage. Many assume that when Prince Andrew lost his military titles, his royal patronages, his public duties, his HRH usage, he also lost his succession rights. But those titles are statuses, not birthrights. Succession is tied to the blood, not the job. Andrew was born the third child of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. He is the king's younger brother. His place, currently 8th in line, is dictated by birth order, not behavior or reputation. And this rule has always held firm, even in history when royals faced scandals far worse. The precedent of untouchable bloodline rights. History shows us that removing someone from the succession is extremely rare, and requires an act of parliament. The last major removal happened in 1689, when King James II was deemed unfit to rule and Parliament stepped in. Since then, even royals involved in scandals, divorces, political issues, or disgrace have kept their succession rights. It's not because the monarchy approves of their behavior. It's because succession laws are deliberately rigid, to prevent chaos, manipulation, or personal vendettas from shaping who becomes monarch. If succession could be changed easily, it could be abused politically or personally. So the system protects itself by making removal nearly impossible. The monarchies need to avoid setting a dangerous precedent. Here's something many people miss. If the king pushed for Andrew's removal from succession, he would open the door to a future monarch removing family members for personal reasons. Parliament does not want that. The monarchy does not want that. Even the public, though they may dislike Andrew, would not benefit from such instability. If succession became flexible based on popularity, the monarchy would cease to be a constitutional institution and become a political one. And that would change everything. So Andrew's place stays, even if only symbolically. Andrew's presence is largely symbolic, not threatening. Let's be honest. Prince Andrew is not becoming king. He is 8th in line, behind 1. Prince William. 2. Prince George. 3. Princess Charlotte. 4. Prince Louis. 5. Prince Harry. 6. Prince Archie. 7. Princess Lilibet. This means 7 individuals, 4 of them children, stand between him and the throne. There is no realistic scenario in which Andrew becomes monarch. Because of this, Parliament has no incentive to intervene. There's no constitutional risk. His position is largely ceremonial, a name on a historic list that will eventually fade further down with every new royal birth. Why Andrew will likely stay on the list forever. Even if his public role never returns. Even if his reputation never recovers. Even if he fades completely from royal life. He will remain in the line of succession for life, because the monarchy values stability over optics. Parliament has no motivation to rewrite centuries-old law for one individual. His position does not threaten the crown. Succession rules are based on birth, not behavior. And future generations will push him further and further down until his name becomes a mere footnote. Prince Andrew's presence in the line of succession may surprise many, but constitutionally, it makes perfect sense. He may have lost duties, titles, privileges, and public honor. But what he cannot lose is bloodline. And in the monarchy, bloodline is everything. Titles can be stripped. Roles can be revoked. Public trust can be shattered. But lineage. Lineage is forever. Thank you for joining me today on Crown Chronicles, where we bring clarity, context, and truth to the stories behind the royal headlines. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up so more royal watchers can join us. And tell me in the comments. Do you think Andrew should remain in the line of succession, or should Parliament change the rules? Until next time, this is Crown Chronicles, signing off.